till you use me up. Now there's nothing left for me, 'cause I am bloody rot. I am broken silence, I am a living spell. I know you can't stand it, and I know you don't care. Good afternoon, people. Everybody, if you're in the chat, click that like button and we're going to start. When they copyright you on YouTube, you just make your own music. I don't know what to tell you guys. I'm sorry. I don't have the best recording equipment, but hey, man, I'm sick of those copyrights, God damn it. How's everybody doing? John Cena, Cody Rhodes planned for WrestleMania. Talk about the ideas of that and the variations of that. A little bit on Sasha Banks. Also doing a little bit of a PC test here, so I'll be doing things off and on. I don't know if this alert even went out to people. I find it crazy to believe that John Cena versus Cody Rhodes planned for WrestleMania is. We have 25 viewers. I mean, something seems completely wrong about that, but I guess that's another... I don't know. Could be the time of day, but that seems bizarre to me. We're getting ready for WWE on Netflix. We got SmackDown tonight. There's some things going on SmackDown tonight. Talk about that. Is it worth watching SmackDown tonight? I don't know. Maybe it is. Maybe it is for you guys. Maybe it is for some other people. Is it worth watching SmackDown tonight? We'll go. I mean, what was it last week that it was really bad? I want to say it was either last week or the week before where it was like, this sucks. And quite honestly, Nia Jax versus Naomi doesn't make me want to watch. Like, this is the first sign right here that tells me no go on tonight's show. Nia Jax versus Naomi for the WWE Women's Championship. I mean, maybe that is going to attract people. Maybe people are going to like that. But And maybe that will be good, to be honest. But good Lord, I don't know, man. That's not exactly exciting me to watch the show tonight. That looks like shit. Cybertruck driver was white, but the media don't call him a terrorist. I mean, what are you talking about? I mean, that's if he was black, they wouldn't call him a terrorist. I mean, everybody's calling him a terrorist. Am I crazy? Are they not calling him a terrorist? I've heard terror attack everywhere. Cybertruck bomber, New Orleans terrorists shared several commonalities. Yeah, like Fort Bragg. What is going on at that military base? Elon Musk hails Cybertruck sturdiness after Las Vegas blast. I almost think Elon Musk paid them off. Like, I'll give your families $1 million to blow up this Cybertruck so we can show people how crazy good it is. I mean, Las Vegas terrorist or New Orleans terrorist. I mean, they're calling him a bomber a lot of times. So maybe that's what you're talking about. Like they said, Tesla Cybertruck bomber. I would call him a pyro aficionado. You know, to be honest. Since he's white, we should probably just call him a aficionado. I mean, here's Fox News. Although this is kind of funny if you watch this. Look at this. This is kind of funny. You're right about this. Look at this. New Orleans terrorist. Man in Las Vegas Cybertruck explosion. Shared more links. I mean, that is kind of fucked up, right? New Orleans terrorist, but man in Cybertruck. Like that is true. That Fox News called the New Orleans guy a terrorist, but then said man in Las Vegas Cybertruck explosion. Like he was in the explosion. Oh my God, this is so weird. The left has been doing this for years. This is but the right is definitely doing it here. What? The man in the explosion? Like he was a victim of it? Like, dude, Fox News is a mess, bro. New Orleans terrorist and then man in Las Vegas Cybertruck explosion. Shared more links in attacks just hours apart. I mean, they did say he was an attacker there, I guess, but that is funny. I think it's because the New Orleans guy had the ISIS flag or whatever. But didn't the Cybertruck guy too? Or, I mean, ISIS is America, so these guys being American soldiers and being radicalized, I mean, they are part of America. And ISIS is America, so it's all the same thing. It's weird because COVID-19 started in a China lab that was funded by America. ISIS started because of America, and ISIS is America. So it's just weird how the world, the world is. Very strange. That is fucking crazy. I mean, I've seen this from the left and CNN and MSNBC for years now, but I haven't seen it from Fox News in a while. But yeah, this is fucking ridiculous. Like, New Orleans terrorist and man in Las Vegas Cybertruck explosion. As if he's a victim of it. Oh my God. Oh my God, bro. That is fucking crazy. That is crazy. Oh, God. That is so funny. That is so funny. I have got to screen cap that. Oh, my God. I've got to save that. That is way too funny. Oh, my God. I've got to snip this now. I mean, listen. Obviously, I don't take CNN, MSNBC, ABC, NBC, or Fox News. I don't take any of those things seriously because depending on what side they're on, they write things skewed. But it's been a while since I've had a really good Fox example. This is one of the best Fox examples I've seen in a while. That is a riot. That is getting saved. What a bunch of shit from fucking Fox News. Typical Fox News scumbag bullshit. Oh, the white guy was in an explosion. But the terrorist guy, but the brown guy's a terrorist. I mean, they're both terrorists. They're both maniac terrorists is what they are. But anyway, no way they're booking this as slow death. John Cena versus Cody Rhodes. We'll see. What's up, everybody? I was waiting for kind of everybody to get in here, and it looks like most people are getting in here. So if you can, guys, please click that like button. I need every single like possible. If you can, click that like button, man. Hit that super chat feature if you want a super chat. And if you want to fund the show, help my show, help me. We got to raise some funds. I've got to raise some funds. One way or the other, and I'd like to rather do it here on YouTube. But we'll see what happens. It's up to you. I'm going to read the chat regardless. You don't have to do anything. I will read the chat for free. I will go through everything. You don't have to donate anything. But if you want to, I got to tell you to feel free to drop $5, $10, $2, whatever. We need the help. And do it live so I can play it on the air and we can listen to whatever you say. All the donation links, listen in the description box down below. It's all there. Streamlabs is pinned to the top of the chat. And I'm going to go through the chat now and read everything anyway. And there's not a lot chatting going on right now. People are at work. They're at lunch, things like that. They're working on the go, stuff like that. People can't chat that much right now. It's fine. Just sit back and listen. Feel free to drop something or become a patron on patreon.com/Joe Cronin Show. You'll get the Corrupted podcast and some other stuff on there as well, plus hundreds of old episodes of everything we've ever done that you don't see on YouTube that are considered kind of classics by maybe 1,000 people in the world here on the show. Thanks to everybody who re-signed up on Patreon as well. Much appreciated. But yeah, let's real quickly. My buddy, before we get into this John Cena, Cody Rhodes thing a little bit more, our friend over on Pro Wrestling Unlimited put out a video about what's up on tonight on SmackDown. So let's go check them out. Pro Wrestling Unlimited. They always good. Nice little, he makes a 1-minute video. A lot of work.
Hey guys, it's Tim, and this is
let's listen to Tim.
Unlimited, as it's Friday, and that means tonight is Friday Night SmackDown. As far as tonight's Friday Night SmackDown does go, it is the first SmackDown in the new 3-hour SmackDown era. Yet only 2 things have so far been announced, so let's run them all down. First off, we do know in a non-title match, we will see the U.S. champion Shinsuke Nakamura taking on Andrade. Also, we do know with the WWE Women's Championship on the line, Nia Jax will be defending against Naomi. Now, these are the only 2 things that have so far been announced for tonight's Friday Night SmackDown on the USA Network. And don't forget, I said it already, but don't forget, is a 3-hour SmackDown, and they're 3-hour SmackDowns going forward. Oof. But with that, if we do hear anything...
Wow. Tim, Pro Wrestling Unlimited, always good to hear from you, Tim, my boy. Yikes. 3-hour SmackDown tonight, and that's all that they have planned. That's crazy. Is that not crazy? That's all that they have planned tonight? That's all they're advertising? 3-hour SmackDown, and that's it. Dude, Nia Jax, Naomi, it's a 3-hour SmackDown. By the way, is this because it's going over to USA Network? Yeah, it's on USA Network tonight, starting at 8 o'clock Eastern Time. Dude, that's it. It's a 3-hour show, and I got Nia Jax versus Naomi. Dude, what the crap? That sounds miserable. Cybertruck driver was white. Yeah, that's funny. We already talked about that. Sports Pharaoh Joe, are you going to watch Wrestle Kingdom this weekend? Probably not sports fan forever. Because I've got to do other work. So I don't think so. Unless you have $2,000. And then I'll watch it. You send me $2,000, I'll watch it. Which you're not going to, and you shouldn't. So no, probably not. But I've got to attempt to sell and work my other work, because or we're in trouble. So I know I won't be doing that. I mean, maybe if my Patreon was crazy and I had like 500 patrons again, if I had 500 patrons, I would do it, or if there was something like some kind of crazy thing or something, but I can't. So that's a no-go. It's not worth it at all for me. I'd lose my other job work a day and then not be able to do anything on here much, and that wouldn't bring in any money. It would be a waste of time. So fuck New Japan. I'd be watching Zack Sabre Jr. He's on a roll. Yeah, he's definitely talented. John Montgomery, what's up? The Passport Bros. Okay. Sounds like a good name for a band. Who will Gunther face? What, on SmackDown? Oh, WrestleMania. Gunther at WrestleMania. Man, I mean, unfortunately for me, it's like I feel like Gunther's in like the weird position, holding a belt. I mean, it could be Sami Zayn, right? It could be actually, it could be Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens in a grudge match for no belt at WrestleMania. I'm betting that might happen. Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, WrestleMania. They finally do the rivalry on the main roster. They haven't done it right on the main roster. It's only happened in NXT. I believe that's right. So to have these two guys in a grudge match and do their thing, that match could either open WrestleMania one of the nights, or it could be like kind of in the middle of the night in a really cool like hardcore match or something. So I'd like to see Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens in like a hardcore match of some kind, like any Falls Count Anywhere match or something like that at WrestleMania. Or it could be an opening match, but ladder match would be really cool. But Gunther, I don't know. Somebody else throw a name out there. I really think CM Punk should be facing Drew McIntyre for a belt or not at WrestleMania. Unfortunately for Punk, after the injury and coming back, I feel like WWE feels like they owe it to him for the main event championship. I'm sure Punk has always wanted that. That's been part of his thing forever. It kind of makes sense. But unfortunately for WWE, for Punk, and for CM Punk fans, to me, like Drew McIntyre versus CM Punk for just, to settle the score type of thing would be fine. They don't need a belt. There just shouldn't be a belt. They don't need a belt, and they could push Punk to next year. But, I mean, that's pushing Punk again to next year, so that's going to be tough. I'm sure they're worried about how Punk would feel about it. And if Punk says, hey, listen, man, I agree with you. I want to be the main event this year. I want to finally do the thing. I'm coming back from the injury. Let's go. But with The Rock and everything, and with Roman and everything, and with Cody going on, and Cena's last thing, and all that sort of thing, I don't mind. We'll do it next year, And if Punk feels that way and I was Triple H, I'd say, well, I agree with you. I think you're long overdue, and we could do it this year, but you're right, with everything going on. Are you cool with that? And then we'll do this big build for you next year. And maybe Punk says yeah to that. Goes, yeah, man, listen, we got to do that. It makes sense. You know, the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few. But if Punk is like, oh, man, I really think I could get in there somehow, well, then you got a problem. If you're worried about what Punk thinks as a booker, that's what I would be worried about. I'd bring it to him, and I'd try to make Punk be the one to say, hey, man, next year. Because it doesn't make sense. Mackie Poo's in the chat. Wow. Allied Darkness. We get some old school people here. Cena and Cody. Sammy Bear King. 3 hours. No, 3 hours are my gaming time. Then the wifey needs me. I'm not watching a 3-hour show, says Sammy Bear King. Well, you're watching Monetize This, and that's a 7-hour show, so get yourself over there. Wrestling should be an hour nowadays on TV. I know, with the way things are. Crazy. SmackDown 3 hours tonight is nuts. Sammy Bear King says it would be awesome one last time, Cena versus Punk. Pushing old man Punk when WWE has younger talents. I don't get it. Well, isn't that what they always do, though? They always push older talent. They push talent that's super over like that. You know what I mean? Why not? Scam Tunes. What's up, man? Please hit the like button. We are approaching 50 likes. That'd be cool if you want. Looks like Elon, Vivek, and Donald Trump are screwing over all the MAGA people already, and we haven't even gotten into office yet, which is unfortunate. Kind of crazy. Kamala Harris doesn't know the Pledge of Allegiance.
Join me in pledging allegiance to our flag. I pledge allegiance to the United States of America and to the... Join me in pledging allegiance to our flag. I pledge allegiance to the United States of America.
Wow. Kamala doesn't know the Pledge of Allegiance. Or she messed it up. In reality, she probably just misspoke, like Biden does all the time. But maybe she doesn't know the Pledge of Allegiance. I don't know. She's like, I know how it starts. I pledge allegiance, and then she was listening to hear what everybody else says. To United States, pledge a flag. And then she waited. And that was weird. Well, Zigga, years ago, Donald Trump said the H-1B was awful and terrible, but that he uses it all the time and takes advantage of it because he's a businessman and he's going to use it if it's there as a businessman, but that it was destroying our workers and it's awful and it needs to go away. That's what Donald Trump said in 2016. And then in 2019, he reiterated similar statements. Steve Bannon has always said this as well. And Steve Bannon is someone who really was in the ear of Trump no longer, but was. And so, you know. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. It's kind of disheartening because, you know, I don't know. I'm a little concerned now. I'm a little concerned. But, you know, it's like a lot of the people on the left would be like, see, I told you he's an idiot and you're going to be upset when he... It's like, yeah, but it's still better than war. You know, it's still better than war and deep state, whatever. But it doesn't matter because they're going to start a war. So just so you know, I mean, we're going to get a war in this country. It's coming. because when Trump is in office, they're going to try to do anything they can to take him out. So there's going to be a war. They're already setting up like Iran terrorism in this country, and ISIS terrorists are here and stuff. When they let them all in, they literally let all these people in through the border, and now they're sleeper cells, and they're all gonna do stuff, and it's all part of the plan, so that we can get some kind of control, or it's all gonna happen under Trump. Whether that's bird flu, whether that's terrorism, it's gonna be crazy what happens. I mean, you thought because COVID was pretty good, but not enough. COVID was not enough, although it did work, because after COVID, Biden got elected and Trump kind of like it threw him off. So COVID worked. They're like, fuck, let's do that again. That worked. Scare the shit out of everybody. But yeah, John Cena, Cody Rhodes, WrestleMania. So that would put Cody Rhodes versus Cena at WrestleMania. And I guess the story here is, John Cena winning a record amount of championships, the record. And, whether Cody Rhodes can beat John Cena. I mean, obviously, I would 90% believe Cody beats Cena. So if it's John Cena, Star Sale, what's up? So if it's John Cena versus Cody Rhodes, I mean, I would think that they would be heavily telling the story of Ric Flair and his record. And Cena would probably lose. And, I mean, you would think Cena would win and break the record, and it would be the big story. And then probably you might have Cena rematch with Cody Rhodes sometime around, like, Rumble or, SummerSlam or something like that, and they would have a rematch, and then Cody would win it back from Cena. So Cody would get his win back. Cena would get 4 months or whatever with the belt, with the record. And then Cody would win it back from Cena. And or maybe they would even have a third match after that. Like, we got to have a third one, and then he beats him again. So Cena gets beat twice after winning the belt from Cody at WrestleMania. I could see that. I also could see Cena being like, hey, you know what? If I don't win at WrestleMania, forget all this tour stuff I talked about. I'll retire on the spot. So Cena's retirement's on the line, early retirement, essentially. Cena's the Ric Flair record or whatever is on the line. That sort of thing. But I would just think that Cena would lose, like at WrestleMania. John Cena faces Cody. He puts over Cody. And Cody remains the champion. And then, I don't know what you do. I know CM Punk versus Cody next year. Is that what happens? Because or is it The Rock? I don't know. Shit bum.
Can't deny that would draw. Give Cody back at SS.
Right. And then give it back to Cody. That's right. And you're right. I don't know if that's the best thing for Cody. Typically, you'd have Zigga. Thank you for the super chat. Zigga rhymes with Tigga. Delta says when Cody loses the belt and possibly turns heel, he won't need a belt for a while. That's true. Probably true. I don't think he needs to turn heel, but he only needs to turn heel if, like, the crowd starts groaning over him eventually, or they really want to kind of shock people, maybe. But I don't think we're ready. I don't know if we're ready for that yet. What about Randy Orton? He is at 14 championships. That's pretty cool. I don't like Randy Orton. I mean, I like Randy Orton kind of I like him, but I really don't like Orton that much. I don't like him in matches. He's only good to me if he's facing someone like Hulk Hogan, where he had to play the bad guy and let Hogan come back and do something. And when he does an RKO, it's kind of fun. I'm not a big Orton fan. There's not many matches of Orton that I enjoy. He's kind of like Gumby in the ring. I don't like his matches, really. Like his entrance, like his presence. I like some of the stuff he does. He's definitely a big dog, but I don't care that much for him. Never cared that much for Batista. Don't care that much for Orton. I think Triple H and Ric Flair, when they were all in that group together, Triple H and Ric Flair are like gods compared to Randy Orton and Batista. Batista's matches are just whatever. Batista's like less entertaining Ultimate Warrior. Randy Orton is like less entertaining Jake the Snake Roberts. But Triple H is much more entertaining. And even Triple H kind of, he's here or there on matches, but he's usually pretty solid, but he's better than Batista and Randy Orton. And Nature Boy Ric Flair is damn good. So, I don't know. I like Randy when he's like a heel, a massive dickhead heel. He's really good then. When, like around the time with Jericho and around the time with Shawn Michaels, that sort of thing, that was great. Like Randy Orton has been a good bad guy heel shithead, but nothing really pumps me up for Orton. If Orton were to beat Ric Flair's record, I would probably shoot myself. If Randy Orton beats Ric Flair's championship record, I will hack into the Nickelodeon YouTube channel and execute myself live during the Kids' Choice Awards. Okay? Absolutely no. Dude, I will strangle my dick with dental floss live on Pornhub until it turns purple, dies, and falls off. Absolutely no to that. Absolutely no. Tonight, USA Network, WWE SmackDown is 3 hours tonight. A 3-hour-long Friday night death slot. And what is the big advertised thing for the 3-hour new SmackDown USA deal? Nia Jax and fucking Naomi. Do you think people from the USA Network are just flipping tables over at this point? We just lost Raw to Netflix. And then a show that did fairly decent on Fox with about 3 million viewers here or there, sometimes down to 2.6, 2.8 million viewers. They're bringing it to our USA Network, and it's going to 3 hours long. And what's the big draw? Nia Jax versus Naomi. I want you to compare and contrast that with what WWE on Netflix is advertising. Brand new coming to Netflix, Raw. Think about what they're doing for that. Then think about this.
Shit bum.
I'm pissed.
Okay, I said it. Women's wrestling sucks.
Matt, what are you, JB? Oh my God. You're JB, Zigga. Oh, I almost said it. I almost said it. No. Oh my God. I've never say that word at home either. That's what's crazy. It's just so easy to say it and slip up.
Motherfucker, here we go. Everyone knows
The Bad Omen is back again. Wow.
No romance, cause there ain't no chance in my happy pants.
Wow.
Give her a chance, come and take this dance and leave me here. I'm a bad motherfucker, ain't got no fear. What's the time, motherfucker? Time, motherfucker. Put it in a happy rhyme, motherfucker. It's
Glock, yeah. Bang, bang, tick tock.
fucking suck. Oil shock. 2 one consignment, one in stock. What's the time, motherfucker? Said clock. I said clock.
The OG Badman is here.
Yes!
100% spot on, Brother Cronin. Strangling your man parts sounds like something Tommy North Carolina would love to watch. Except the ugliest woman in the world, Lizzie Velasquez, would still refuse Tommy just on principle alone.
Well, speaking of Tommy, Bad Omen, first of all, Bad Omen, thank you very much. You are the first, that's the largest donation of this stream. $10 from OG Bad Omen. Funny you mentioned Tommy, though, because he tweeted out something very interesting. And I quote, "A person can fit almost 2 full raccoons in their anus because the human anus can stretch up to 7 inches before taking damage, while a raccoon can squeeze into holes as small as 4 inches. However, some say that proper lubrication is necessary for successful insertion." What the fuck? I've been telling you for years that this man could be a gay sycophant. And I rest my case. That's really something he tweeted. A person can fit almost 2 full raccoons in their anus. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to bet this. I'm going to bet that nobody until now has ever said that sentence. A person can fit 2 full raccoons in their anus. Guarantee no one's ever said that until he tweeted that. He puts quarters in his ass. He talks about putting raccoons in his ass. I don't know, bro. That's kind of bizarre. A person can fit almost 2 full raccoons in their anus because the human anus can stretch up to 7 inches before taking damage. Taking damage like it's a fucking video game tank or something. While a raccoon can squeeze into holes as small as 4 inches. However, some say that proper lubrication is necessary for successful insertion. My response was, what the fuck? I don't know, bro. That's weird. That is bizarre, to say the least. Very bizarre. Bad Omen with the $10 tip. Thank you, Bad Omen. Has my computer been all right so far? I made a change the other day, so I was going to come on and test it a little bit. I may just test it tonight, actually, but I am streaming now, so it's been... I don't think we've had any trouble tonight. I don't think it's done any glitching or anything. I went and grabbed some new... I got some new RAM. I thought maybe it was my RAM, because in my computer was a off-brand, really old 16 gigabytes of RAM. An old stick from like a long time ago, 16 gigabytes. Then on the other panel was a different brand of RAM from like 2 years ago, or maybe 3 or 4 years ago, actually. And it was 8 gigabytes of RAM. So my computer was rocking 2 different brands and years of sticks, and they equaled 24 gigabytes of RAM. And with the computer constantly freezing and having weird issues, I felt like there was some kind of RAM leak or broken RAM or something like that. Or it's the graphics card. Obviously, I can't afford to fix the graphics card. So I figured maybe I can fix the RAM. And I found some RAM for $19.99 for 16 gigabytes each. So now I have 32 gigabytes of RAM, and it's new, and it's the same brand, which is, I think that was the issue. But we'll see. I have my hard drive is an SSD already, Goonies. I now have a second SSD hard drive that I got for Christmas, which was, it's just for storing mostly, but I can also run games off it. So, I think this might have fixed the problem. I mean, the only other issue I thought was maybe it's overheating. But I don't know. I've been monitoring temperatures, and I haven't seen my computer go above 78 degrees Celsius. So it's been mostly around the 60s, 68, 60s. Sometimes it jumps up to 75 or so, but it's really around 68. So far, I think we're okay. I think this might have solved it. Makes sense if it did. I'm going to stream some Diablo and stuff later and see if that maybe
Super Chat Party
does anything.
Gay.
Well, I would argue that, I wouldn't argue. It's probably true. It is a suspect statement. Now, he could have been hacked. Somebody could have gotten a hold of his phone. Sounds like a Hamza thing. But definitely a suspect tweet by him. What's up, King Hueco Mundo? Let's go to the poll and see what you guys are saying about Cody Rhodes versus Cena. What do you think? We got 94 votes. It's pretty close, man. Cena versus Rhodes, 57%. Hell yeah. 43% no. So overall, it's pretty much a thumbs up, but it is close. Not as thumbs uppy as probably some people would like. Maybe WWE people would like. But man, shout out to Bad Omen. Hopefully you're all right, Mundo. Sorry that sucks, bro. I don't know what happened, but it sucks. I'm not having a good week myself, sales-wise. I'm doing really bad with sales. So I'm a little panicky right now, but I do have good news. I sold my John Cena card. Many of you guys may know, years ago, I pulled the only signed red border card from Topps Chrome. I pulled it, or Leah pulled it, to be honest. We were pulling the cards, and she pulled it. And it's a one-of-a-kind. Nobody in the world has the card except for me. And if you want to complete your collection, you would have to have that card. And of course, we pulled it, which was awesome. And unfortunately, I did sell it yesterday. So goodbye to my John Cena card, which was one of a kind. Most cards like this typically seem to sell on eBay and places like that for $200 to $600, somewhere in there. I thought this was such a good one with the red border, and I pulled it so clean and everything that, I tried to sell it for a couple $1,000s, and nobody would buy it for years. Tried to sell it for $5,000, $4,000, $3,000, $2,000, $1,000, and then recently I got an offer for $300, and so I took it. So the John Cena card is goodbye, and apparently it takes you like 30 days to get paid the $300, which I only accepted the offer because I needed the money this week, but that didn't happen. So now you got to wait 30 days. So That was a waste. But goodbye to the Cena card. It finally sold. Somebody asked me about it the other day. Rest in peace, John Cena card. There it goes. Away to China you go. They'll probably say they lost it and then try to say it's gone, and I'll get screwed somehow. But we'll see what happens. Yeah, I did dust it out. Steve, thank you. I dusted the shit out of it. I spent a while dusting it and sucking and whatever I did. I did everything with it, man. I did just about all I could. So we'll see how it works. I'll test it by streaming Diablo and then just streaming for like an hour or two and see if there's any lag happens. If none happens, then I'm convinced it was just the RAM was faulty, or it finally fried itself, that shitty RAM that I had in there. It's got to be part of that, probably. But again, tonight, basically in this stream, to wrap it up here for the most part, tonight's SmackDown, uneventful. A 3-hour SmackDown going to USA Network, first night on USA Network, and their promotion is Nia Jax versus Naomi. Jesus Christ, bro. That is pathetically bad. If I was USA Network, I would be furious with WWE. I'd be so pissed off. If I was the USA Network, I'd be flipping tables over like, come on, guys. Raw goes to Netflix? Oh, my God, it's amazing. So cool. SmackDown goes 3 hours and comes to USA Network. Yeah, I don't know. It's just a regular thing, and it's Naomi versus Nia. I don't know. What are they doing? What is WWE doing? What kind of ball-dropping bullshit, terrible fucking booking thing is this? Really stupid of WWE. I don't understand it. It's fucking atrocious, and it's a failure. And, I mean, I'm mad. I'm just mad thinking about it. I cannot believe, I cannot imagine being a USA Network executive and being like, this is what they're giving us? This is what they're doing for our... They think this is shit. Why are they like this to us? Why is this not being made a big thing? SmackDown comes to USA Network. The Rock returns to the show he created. Like, it should have been something like that. Why would it be just, nothing, it's just a normal show. It's 3 hours now, and I don't know, Nia Jax versus Naomi. Are you serious? And then John Cena versus Cody Rhodes are rumored for WrestleMania. You guys seem to mostly like it, but it's fairly divided. So we'll see how things go as far as that goes. Thomas says, SmackDown is going to be a drag tonight. I know only 2 matches, Nakamura and somebody, and I can't remember who. Well, there you go. It could be a good match, Ivan. It could. You're right. It could be good. But, again, it's a 3-hour show, and this is what they provided. It's a 3-hour show. Oh, Bad Omen, thanks for the message, man. I don't have any money, brother, but thank you for the message. Bad Omen went on... Thank you so much, man. Bad Omen, you're the man, dude. Thank you for sending me that message on Patreon. But no, I couldn't get that. I pretty much know what to buy. I mean, for the most part. But what you sent was cool, and it's a good idea, and not bad. I mean, sometimes I've built, as you may know, I built the computer before this computer, or the one before that, I built it, and I built my wife's old one, and they're sitting over there on the corner of my room right now. I was looking at it the other day, and I was like, damn, I built this, and I used it for so long on the show, and I built my wife's one as a gift, and That is so crazy. And they're sitting over there, and they just make me, like, makes me think of, like, just how happy I was to build my own computer and build my wife's, and I made it for her like a present, and how awesome things were back then. It was so crazy. But yeah, I appreciate you sending me the PC advice, but it really just doesn't matter because I couldn't buy that, dude. like I couldn't buy a fucking $400 computer, so it's not worth it. But maybe someday we'll see what happens. Roman should retire last SmackDown before Netflix. Roman should retire last SmackDown before Netflix, and this is all we got. Roman gone, he's on holiday vacation. They're promoting Raw like a PLE. Exactly. Can you imagine being USA Network executives? They've got to be furious. It's crazy. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I got to go back to doing some work. Thanks. We tested the stream. I think everything went pretty smoothly, so maybe it's the RAM. I don't know. We'll find out. We'll try to stream some games tonight and really push this computer hard tonight so I can find out if it's the RAM, if it solved the issue. So thank you all for all the recommendations everybody sent me. Ended up, I just made my own recommendation and tried the RAM. But you guys didn't know I was using faulty old RAM, so probably should have been the first thing that we all thought of, or that I thought of, but it is. So it looks like it could have solved the problem. For $25, you know, we might have solved the issue. So that's fucking sweet. Cody Rhodes versus Cena. We'll continue to talk about it. If you're watching this on replay, leave stuff in the comments. Feel free to do that. Become a patron on patreon.com/Joe Cronin Show. You can hit me up privately. PayPal.me/Joe Cronin Show. You can leave super thanks down below on the videos. That's awesome. And thanks to everybody who chatted, liked, shared, and the people who donated during the stream here as we did this brief little stream. I didn't want to make a little 10-minute video. I wanted to come on, kind of hang out, test stream. So this was really effective. Zigga with the $2 twice. Thank you, sir. Bad Omen with the $10. Star Sale with the $1.99. Thank you, guys, and I will see you tonight for a chill kind of push the limits of the PC stream to see if we can get some testing done. You don't have to hang out tonight if you don't want to. It's just going to be a little hangout thing for me to test shit. So, otherwise, I'll see you tomorrow night for Monetize This Saturday night. And I'll see you tonight for SmackDown as well. We'll be talking about SmackDown tonight. 3 hours on USA Network. Will it put us all in a gigantic coma tonight? We'll see. See you tonight.
Till you use me up. Now there's nothing left to me, 'cause I am bloody raw.